Hello, we are here again. Um, Today I was guided to talk about death. Um, we are so scared of death. Our cultures, our view of death is um, major pain, major sadness, devastation. Um, but what if we change our view of what death means or what death is? Um, we all consider it if we don't suffer or we are not in pain, we are not happy. Um, and the greatest one is death. We are so scared of death. Why are we scared of death? It's just another cycle of our lives. If we were teach differently what death is, um, we will feel differently about it. The same like we are teach or we as a society consider white or the light as a good and black as a bad. But what in a long time when what that was decided, they decided the black was light or white and the white was black. So can you imagine the difference on output that we will have at this time in what white and black means? So it's just to make a switch. And this video is just to start seeing the life our cycles. And yes, it's painful. And yes, it's terrifying. But it has to do a lot with how we view it. Um, I spent 4 months in hospice. My husband was dying, and I never was close to a death. And so I didn't knew that much about it. Just what you hear, what you culture, what you learn, what you see, what you, right? You know, there are some cultures that they pay people to go and cry for the person who died. So why do we do that? So when I was in the hospice, it was a lot of different um, forms that the people react to death. Um, there are a lot of stages that you go through, um, but at the end, involves a lot what you think, what you see, what you believe in, what death is. I remember out of all of the people that I saw go in the 4 months, Um, I remember one family where they celebrated. They celebrate that the woman um, was going to leave. They enjoyed the last times they were with her. They were at peace to what was going to happen. We all die. We just don't know when. We just don't know how. But when it is our time, it's our time. Because you know, and you hear stories about people having these horrible accidents and they're alive. And you hear the stories about all the ones that they just were walking and boom, they slide with a rock and end up in the floor, and that's it. Me, myself, I always believe that when you need to go, you are going to go. And I know a lot of people doesn't agree with it, but that's my view. Um, and after my husband passed away, I did went to all the stages of grief. We all go to different, it's not a rule how you are going to feel it. I think that the key is to be, or what do you think about death, or what it represents, or how you need to handle it. I'm not saying that you are going to be oh whoo, right? Because that's that's not the purpose. But we need to change our view of it. I think that's the more important. Um, our society now is the more you suffer, the better. And why do we need to think like that? Life is life. See, you want to think that your life is bad? Compare yourself with some other people. And when you do that, you can see that your life is not as bad. We do it bad. We are who, I don't know if it's a conditioning or it's a human behavior or I don't know, right? I don't have all the answers. But we tend to, the more you suffer, the better. That if you don't suffer, your life is not worth it. That if you don't suffer, you don't go to heaven. I have here the people, some people think that the hell is right now when they're alive. So we need to start thinking and changing how we see things. You know, when my husband was sick, and he was in the last days, I was at peace. I didn't was at peace because my kids were very little, but I was at peace in on himself because he enjoyed his life. He did all what he wanted to do. He lived life to the fullest. His dream at the end was to have his kids. He had his kids and he needed to live. But he had some time with them. And many times the ones that we stay is the ones that we suffer the most in the different levels depending on how much you have to deal with. Because many times it's not about the person that died because they live. It's about your feelings, your emotions that you didn't did enough. You hated them, and why did you hate them? And forget about talking bad about them because they are not here. Instead of learning all of us that dying is another process of life. So my input of this video is just to make you think, right? And help you to try to see things in a different way. And maybe if we change how we see things, our lives will be a little bit easier and better. So I hope this helped you. See you. Bye bye.